Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kelly, and if you're new here, then welcome to my channel. As you can see, I have a special guest with me today. I'm actually in Florida visiting my parents, so I had to hit up Jackie, and I'm gonna have her explain a little bit about herself for you guys.
Hey guys, my name is Jackie. I have a curly page and also YouTube dedicated to curls, all kind of curls. It's called Just Like Jackie. So you can also find me on YouTube, pretty much any social media. Just find me as Just Like Jackie's. We talk about curly hair. I even talk about celery juice, just wellness overall.
So check her out. I'm gonna leave her information down in the description box so you can find her page and her channel. So today we're gonna talk about something really important to us, something that we can relate to. So Jackie, please feel free to share with them your curly hair journey, why you started wearing your hair natural. I did see some photos from your past where you had your hair straightened, where you went through the whole curly hair transition stage, as we all have. I'm sure a lot of you can relate. So I'm gonna have Jackie tell her story.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, my curly hair journey was inspired by my kids. I have 3 very curly textured kids, and I was straightening my hair one day when, you know, my middle child, she actually looked up and was like, I love your hair straight, or I love your hair just period. And I looked at her and I was like, I love your hair, Jada. And she looked at me like, what? Like, why? You know, she had this puzzled, confused look on her face, and I was just trying to read her emotions. And what it was telling me is that, you know, like, she couldn't see how I would love her curls when I was straight damaging mine and straightening my hair all the time. So this is what she was seeing as, you know, standard of beauty, and I wanted to kind of break that vision in her mind that this is what was beautiful, and I wanted her to see herself as beautiful as well. So with having 3 very curly kids, the oldest 2 already went through the stage of asking for straight hair or like Hannah Montana hair.
Wow.
You know, now I'm kind of going through it with my 5-year-old, where even though she has, and I've been going through the curly hair journey for 3-4 years and teaching my oldest 2 how to love their curls. My youngest has always had curly hair, but because she's around other kids at school, she's now asking for, I want straight hair, you know, and it breaks my heart. So my whole page journey period, just trying to get my curly hair, is mostly because I wanted to be able to show my kids, not tell them, you should love your hair, you should love yourself. This is what God gave you. Yes. This is the skin color that God gave you. This is the hair that God gave you, and we have to embrace and accept all of it. I wanted them to accept and love themselves as they were, and as Latina / Black women, which they will grow up into because our kids are mixed. As women of color, we already have so much thrown at us from society that I know that they will deal with growing up. So I didn't want to give them another insecurity about themselves. I didn't want to breed another self-conscious issue about themselves. So I wanted them to learn how to love their hair, but I couldn't tell them. I had to show them.
That's amazing. And I strongly believe like actions speak louder than words. So like you said, you were telling your daughter, you know, oh, your hair's beautiful, I love your hair, but she was kind of like, do you really love my hair though? Because you're straightening your hair. And I can relate. As a child, you know, I would see my mom straightening her hair, so I always thought that straight hair was more professional. I thought it was beautiful, and I thought my, you know, naturally curly frizzy hair at the time when I was a kid, because I didn't know how to do it, was messy and like unattractive and all that stuff. So I think that's really cool to know, like, as a mom, how much influence you have on your children, on your daughter, and even your son. So Jackie, how do you feel like your confidence in yourself as a whole has changed since going natural? Because for me, it did big time. And I love hearing stories of other people talking about like starting their curly hair journey was starting a journey of self-love. It's not just about hair, it's not separate, it's the whole person.
Yeah, I absolutely went through those feelings when I was transitioning, because you start to realize the more that you learn, the more that you grow. It's kind of like it's literally like planting a seed. And the more that you water it, the more you water your hair, and the more that love that you put into it. And as you start to see results and you see like your hair blossoming, it's like falling in love with yourself from the inside out, where you're like, you know, this is a part of me, you know, like God gave me this, you know, I'm able to love what's growing out of my head. You know, you even start to feel confident in your own skin. skin. To me, whatever grows out of your head is beautiful.
Right, because it's you.
Right. It's you, and the whole message here is just to love yourself from the inside out. And something happens when you start to, you know, love on your hair. As a little girl, there is a lot that goes into your idea of beauty and what you're seeing as a kid, what you're hearing about yourself as a kid. And if you're hearing, oh, your hair's too hard to do, your hair takes way too much time, I can't deal with it, we're just gonna throw it in a ponytail and go. People are expressing frustration about your hair. You now start to think, my hair is the problem.
Yeah.
Hearing all that and then trying to break all of this that you heard is hard. So for me, I had to basically relearn not only my hair as an entirety, every concept of how I did my hair completely changed. I was like, now I have to do my hair drenching wet. That was so unheard of to me. And it kind of grew into this journey of self-love, not journey of restoring my hair. It went from that to more. It meant more. It's deeper than hair.
I love that. So what are some things that you feel like you dealt with internally during your transitional stage? Because I know for me, I, you know, as most women do, felt insecure when my hair was in that transitional stage, because I thought, you know, it looked bad. I thought it looked ugly because my hair was like tighter on top and like wavy and then straight, and it just looked a hot mess. I personally didn't do the big chop. I know a lot of people do. Did you regret anything at the time when you were like in this transitional stage? Like, what the heck did I choose to do? Like, is this worth it? How did you feel?
Those are good questions. So everything, as you guys know, that is a journey, any kind of journey, fitness journey, whatever it may be, it starts out hard in the beginning.
Yeah.
And it definitely was, because I had these stringy pieces. My hair was thinned out when I started my curly journey. I was barely sleeping at the time. A lot of my nutrition and everything played into, you know, obviously what my hair looked like too. It's a very uncomfortable place to be at. I had to keep telling myself, it'll get better, you know, and eventually just push past the ugly feelings is what I always tell my audience. It's going to be worth it in the end. You're not going to see it right now. And of course, I felt a little insecure. At some point of it too, I wanted to straighten my hair. I was like, I can't. I'm over this.
Just give in.
Forget the 20 products that I bought. In the beginning, it's going to be time consuming. You don't know what products to use. You don't know what combination of products to use, when, or what to do. Your day 2, day 3 hair is not cooperating.
Right. Most times when you're transitioning, it doesn't.
It doesn't.
So don't feel bad if it doesn't last long for you.
Now I'm down to washing my hair once a week.
Awesome. I've got there once to twice, but I used to do it 3 times.
One thing that I would say is that helped me is keep taking pictures.
Yeah.
Keep taking pictures.
Definitely.
Even during the ugly stage that you don't feel like it. You don't want to take a picture. It's horrible. You will see the progress. It's going to be slow. Depending on where the health of your hair is, if you've bleached it, if you processed your hair, it'll look different for everybody, but pictures is what helped me.
That feeling when you're like, oh, my hair's not getting any better, and then you look at like something from like 2 months ago and you're like, oh my gosh, wow, like my hair is so much more defined than it was back then.
Right.
So yeah, definitely agree. I have a question. As someone from a Hispanic background, she's Colombian. Growing up, what did you see like from the women around you? How did you view curly hair as a young child and into your teenage years?
I grew up in a neighborhood where it's predominantly Dominican in Miami, and these women were in the salon every week straightening their hair. So I wanted to be in a Dominican salon chair straightening my hair too. That's what was pretty.
The best blowouts.
The best blowouts,
really do.
right? When I used to see the herbal essences commercials, I would envy their hair so much, because I was like, a shampoo can do that? I want that shampoo.
Yeah.
There was not going to be any shampoo, any conditioner that would have made my hair straight.
Yep.
Growing up, that's what I thought. So I would beg my mom to buy it. And my hair never got like that. So yeah, this is what I saw growing up. It's just basically that idea of beautiful straight hair. And I had a cousin that she was very fair skinned and she had beautiful straight hair. And she got so many compliments, you know, that she was a baby doll, that she looked like a Barbie. You know, obviously like me as a kid with like a peach fuzz and super frizzy wavy hair. Like I didn't think I was beautiful. I thought I looked like a boy. So what you see around you really affects your view of yourself. Now we have this whole curly girl movement that's helping us and you know, our kids so much.
When I started, nobody was really like doing the curly hair influencer thing. Nobody was really making videos about like curly hair. I mean, there was obviously curly hair routines on YouTube, but it wasn't how it is now.
Right.
So for all you guys out there, you are blessed if you are on the journey, because we had to figure, I mean, I don't know if you had found somebody online, but I had to figure it out by myself. Everything was trial and error for me. I did watch a lot of Sunkissed Alba. I talk about her all the time. She was the one person that I was like, oh my gosh, if she could do it, I could do it. But yeah, the curly hair community has grown so much. The acceptance, the confidence that it has given to people is amazing. I think it's interesting that like every single culture has dealt with some type of like negative comments or backlash from having naturally curly hair. So I think in a way it kind of brings us all together, no matter what background you are, which is pretty cool.
A lot of times, and I'm pretty sure you've gotten this, we want quick answers. We want a shortcut to how can I get my curly hair? I've been straightening for 60 years. That's an exaggeration, but I've been straightening it forever. Yeah. And now I want to, what product?
How can I get my hair like yours? Quick, quick, quick.
What product can I use to get my hair to look like yours?
Yeah.
And it's not a product. That's the thing that people fail to see. It's a process. It's a process. I had to take time and educate myself and learn and study and, you know, do my research on what ingredients would work well with my hair and what ingredients won't. You appreciate that process and that journey a lot more. So it makes you more self-confident because you know what you're talking about. So you're now helping other people and you're confident in what you're saying because you had to do the research. You had to put yourself through that. I had to fake the funk until I built the confidence, because if you're walking in looking confident, somebody else is less likely to say something to you about how you look, because if they're going to say, let's say, oh girl, you look a hot mess, be like, I know I'm going through a transition and that's all right, I'll get there when I get there. Just give yourself grace. Don't be so hard on yourself.
Yeah, and also like acceptance doesn't always mean even being happy with your hair, right? Like you can accept your hair for it looking a hot mess. But just knowing that like it may not be where I want to be, but it is where it's at, and I'm doing all that I can to take care of it and to get to that end goal. So as long as you're doing what you know you should be doing, you will get there.
Because one quick buy is not going to be the solution to your problem.
Also, the products that work for us might not work for you, and vice versa. The products that work for you might not work for us. Everybody's hair is different. As you see, her story is different from my story, but at the end of the day, we got there. That's the main thing. We got to our goal. We got healthy, curly hair that we love and that we're proud of. Okay guys, so hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up and leave a comment down below. Check out Jackie's channel. She has some great videos, and we actually did a video together talking about some other topics, so make sure you go check that out. Jackie, thank you so much for sharing your story.
Thank you for having me.
I think it's so important to share because somebody out there can relate in some way.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Of course. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye.